कौन सा बेस्ट क्रेडिट कार्ड आप सजेस्ट करोगे एक बंदे की जिसकी 10 से 15 लाख रुपए की रिटर्न हो?
सी 10 से 15 लाख रुपए की रिटर्न पे तो आपको बहुत अच्छे कार्ड्स नहीं मिलेंगे, बेसिक कार्ड्स मिलेंगे.
एयर इंडिया, वेयर यू सी इट इन द नेक्स्ट 5 years?
I think it's going to be one of the best airlines to reckon with. They are facing a lot of challenges as of today. Old aircrafts which need to go under maintenance. There are service issues, but things are evolving. And I think 5 साल यहाँ से 5 साल बाद Air India will be one of the finest airlines in the world.
बुकिंग की ये सोच के कि ड्रीम लाइनर है, he'll get a flat bed. He'll get he'll get the services he's wanting to have. और वो नहीं मिली, तो it's very disheartening to, you know.
I agree.
So can they file a complaint or something like that?
You can file a complaint, but the airline will not do much about it because उनके भी हाथ बंधे हुए हैं. You want to go from Delhi to Singapore, a business class ticket will almost cost you ₹1,00,000 today, return ticket. And you do the same tickets on miles, it'll cost you 10-15,000 rupees. अब आप price comparison कर लीजिए, less than half price ही हो गया.
Hello viewers, I'm your host Charanpreet Bagga and welcome to another exciting episode of the Indie Talk Show. आज हमारे खास मेहमान हैं श्री सुरेश दनानी जी, who is the founder and CEO of Happy Miles, and he's a dear friend and I'm one of the most satisfied and happy customers of Happy Miles. Welcome to the show सुरेश भैया.
Thank you Charan, thank you.
भैया Happy Miles शुरू करने का आइडिया आपको कहाँ से आया?
चरण मैं 20 साल एक्सपोर्ट बिजनेस में था, जिसकी वजह से मैं बहुत इंटरनेशनल ट्रैवल करता था. And during the course of my travel, I started using the benefits of frequent flyer programs of different airlines. And when I saw that these benefits were huge, eventually जब मैंने Happy Miles शुरू किया तो आइडिया आया, तो मैंने देखा कि यहाँ लोगों को किसी को इस बारे में कोई नॉलेज नहीं थी. So I thought it will be a great idea to help people take benefits of these mileage programs and upgrade their standards of travel, you know, take them to the luxurious level of business class travel. And that's how I started this company.
बहुत लोग एयरलाइन का जो रिवॉर्ड प्रोग्राम होता है उसको समझ नहीं पाते. तो हाउ डू यू मैनेज इट? हाउ डू यू एक्सप्लेन इट टू योर कस्टमर्स और योर क्लाइंट्स, और हाउ डू यू गो अबाउट डूइंग इट?
देखिए, हम लोग क्या करते हैं, जब कस्टमर्स को ऑनबोर्ड करते हैं तो ये काम हम उनके लिए करते हैं, बिकॉज एयरलाइंस ने अपने फ्रीक्वेंट फ्लायर प्रोग्राम्स को बहुत कॉम्प्लिकेटेड बना रखा है. एंड उसकी वजह से फॉर एन इंडिविजुअल ट्रैवलर इट इज़ समटाइम्स वेरी डिफिकल्ट टू अंडरस्टैंड कि पॉइंट्स के बेनिफिट्स कहाँ से कैसे कब लेने हैं. हम लोग रेगुलरली रिसर्च करते रहते हैं, इसलिए हमें पता है कि कैसे इसको यूटिलाइज़ करना है. 10 साल पहले अमेरिका में एक रिसर्च की गई बाय द बिग 3 अमेरिकन एयरलाइंस, जहाँ पे देखा गया कि जितने रिवॉर्ड पॉइंट्स एयरलाइंस देती हैं उसमें से 70% कभी यूज़ ही नहीं होते, बिकॉज वो कॉम्प्लिकेटेड प्रोसेस की वजह से. सो वी आर अ ब्रिज देयर वेयर वी हेल्प पीपल टू अंडरस्टैंड दोज प्रोग्राम्स एंड गेट मैक्सिमम एडवांटेज.
So the trick behind it, you will obviously not disclose it to anybody. That's the game.
Yes.
That's the entire game.
Yes.
But जितना मैं समझ पाता हूँ, आप ₹1 पे ₹1.80 पे कितने पॉइंट्स मिलते हैं?
नहीं, डिफरेंट. देखिए, डिफरेंट. पहले क्या होता था कि फ्रीक्वेंट फ्लायर प्रोग्राम्स होते थे बड़े जेनरस, माइलेज टिकट्स पे माइल्स बहुत मिल जाते थे. बट अब एयरलाइंस बहुत स्मार्ट हो गई हैं, तो ज़्यादा माइल्स बेनिफिट्स देती नहीं है. बट अब क्रेडिट कार्ड कंपनीज ने वही काम करना शुरू कर दिया है. दे बाय माइल्स फ्रॉम एयरलाइंस एंड वो क्रेडिट कार्ड रिवॉर्ड प्रोग्राम्स में उनको एसोसिएट करके वो बेनिफिट्स अपने कस्टमर्स को देती हैं. वैल्यू प्रोपोजिशन जो है वो बहुत ट्रिकी है. 80% लोग क्या करते हैं, आज भी जब क्रेडिट कार्ड पॉइंट्स यूज़ करते हैं तो 25-30 पैसे की वैल्यू में बहुत खुश रहते हैं. हम लोग जब इन्हीं पॉइंट्स को रिडीम करके बिजनेस क्लास टिकट्स में कन्वर्ट करते हैं तो वैल्यू प्रोपोजिशन ₹1.25 से लेके ₹3 पर रिवॉर्ड पॉइंट तक जा सकता है, which is huge.
Wow. And now the hotel points that you get, like for example, if you're a Bonvoy member or a Taj member or a Oberoi member, ITC member, ये पॉइंट्स भी आप उसमें क्लब कर लेते हो?
बिल्कुल बिल्कुल हो जाते हैं. होटल स्टेज में भी आपको बहुत बेनिफिट्स मिल जाती हैं इन पॉइंट्स की.
So this is only against the airline reward program or the hotel stay as
No,
well?
hotels also have loyalty programs like airlines.
No, they have a loyalty program, but then जो उसके पॉइंट्स accumulate होते हैं,
जो पॉइंट्स एक्यूमुलेट होते हैं क्रेडिट कार्ड्स पे, वो आप एयरलाइन में भी ट्रांसफ़र कर सकते हैं और होटल्स में भी ट्रांसफ़र कर सकते हैं.
और जो पॉइंट्स आपके accumulate होते हैं होटल के उसमें अकाउंट में,
वो आप होटल्स के साथ यूज़ कर सकते हैं. और अब रिसेंटली पिछले 1 साल से काफ़ी सारी होटल्स के एयरलाइंस के साथ टाइप्स होने लग गए हैं, तो बिटवीन एयरलाइंस टू होटल्स, होटल्स टू एयरलाइंस भी आप ट्रांसफ़र कर सकते हैं, लेकिन उसमें वैल्यू प्रोपोजिशन बहुत गिर जाता है. सो वी डोंट रिकमेंड दैट.
आप कहते हो कि इफ़ यू बिकम अ कस्टमर ऑफ हैप्पी माइल्स, you can fly business class at almost half the price.
That's right.
And I have tried and tested it. What is the game behind it?
See, game is very simple. The frequent
How does
flyer.
it work? Sorry.
So I'll tell you, it's very simple. The frequent flyer miles that you have, basically credit card reward points होते हैं और जब उनको आप transfer करते हैं, so they become air miles. These air miles have a lot of value which most people are not aware of. And when you book these tickets, they are like for the airline they're as good as cash. So the price gets majorly offsetted. The ticket price gets majorly offsetted by these miles. So when you do a mileage ticket, for example, I'll give you an example. You want to go from Delhi to Singapore, a business class ticket will almost cost you ₹1,00,000 today, return ticket. And you do the same tickets on miles, it'll cost you 10-15,000 rupees. अब आप price comparison कर लीजिए, less than half price ही हो गया.
आपका जो service charge है, that is separate.
Yeah.
You have a standard service charge?
We have a standard service charge, which is nominal, but that even after taking that from the customer, the price is still less than half price.
Less than half price.
Yes, absolutely.
What credit cards do you recommend to people, to your customers or to our viewers, if they have a decent ITR and they would want to apply for a credit card? कौन सा बेस्ट क्रेडिट कार्ड आप सजेस्ट करोगे एक बंदे की जिसकी 10 से 15 लाख रुपए की रिटर्न हो?
सी 10 से 15 लाख रुपए की रिटर्न पे तो आपको बहुत अच्छे कार्ड्स नहीं मिलेंगे, बेसिक कार्ड्स मिलेंगे, बट जो सुपर प्रीमियम कार्ड जिस समय मार्केट में हैं, यू हैव द HDFC Infinia, यू हैव द Magnus Burgundy, you have the cards like Diners Biz Black. Now these cards you can only get if your ITRs are anywhere about 25 to 30 lakh rupees. But these cards give you a lot of value in terms of the reward points that you earn when you're spending money. And those reward points have a lot of value, like I said.
मेरे पास एक 2 कार्ड थे SBI के जिसके रिवॉर्ड प्रोग्राम्स का मुझे आई हैड नो क्लू, बट आई रिमेंबर बिफोर आई मेट यू, बिफोर आई बिकेम अ क्लाइंट ऑफ हैप्पी माइल्स, तो उसको पॉइंट्स कभी तो मैंने रिडीम किए ही नहीं ऑल माई लाइफ. वो ऐसे ही ख़राब हो जाते थे, वेस्ट हो जाते थे. तो SBI में हम लोग करते थे तो आता था कि वो आप प्रेस ले लीजिए, बेल्ट ले लीजिए, मिक्सी ले लीजिए, दिस इज व्हाट देयर.
देखिए,
I think it was the worst program.
You are like I said before, almost 80 to 85% of the people today who use credit cards in India still do that same. तो क्रेडिट कार्ड रिवॉर्ड पॉइंट्स के जब आप रिवॉर्ड प्रोग्राम्स पे जाके उनसे प्रोडक्ट खरीदते हैं या कई क्रेडिट कार्ड्स कैशबैक भी देते हैं तो आपको 20 से 25 पैसे की वैल्यू मिलती है, विच इज़ द लोएस्ट, एंड दिस इज़ व्हाट मोस्ट पीपल डू टुडे एंड दे लूज आउट ऑन द लॉट ऑफ वैल्यू. Now, coming to different banks, so every different bank has a different credit card program. So they have a reward program which is separate. What you need to see is, and again, these are technically very hard to understand. So हम लोग इसीलिए guide करते हैं clients को कि कौन सा credit card रहेगी based on their profiles, what kind of spends they do, how they are traveling, how to club these factors together so to be able to give them the highest benefit.
Air India, Vistara, Taj. Same loyalty programs or still different, or it is just that कि Vistara and Air India have merged, तो वो loyalty programs और जो vouchers मिलते हैं आपको membership के साथ वो ही use कर सकते हैं. Taj points can't be clubbed or.
So what has happened now is when Vistara last year got merged with Air India, they instead of having running 2 parallel frequent flyer programs, they combined them together. And Vistara तो वैसे भी merge होने के बाद बंद हो गई थी. Air India took over, so now you have Air India's frequent flyer program, which is called the Maharaja Club. Now that is a separate program that has nothing to do with the Taj Hotels program. Taj has a different loyalty program, which is the Inner Circle program. Now what they've also done is that each time you buy Air India tickets or you stay at Taj Hotels, they have something called a Neo Coins, which you earn. Now these coins you can utilize to, on both, to use them for your hotel stays. You can even use them to pay for your Air India tickets, provided you use their platform. That's how it works now.
And it is 1 coin to 1 rupee.
Yes, that's correct.
Air India, where do you see it in the next 5 years?
I think it's going to be one of the best airlines to reckon with. They are facing a lot of challenges as of today. Old aircrafts which need to go under maintenance. There are service issues, but things are evolving. And I think 5 साल यहाँ से 5 साल बाद Air India will be one of the finest airlines in the world.
अभी पिछली 2 बार से I've been traveling to Lucknow, Delhi, Colombo on business class. So Lucknow, Delhi, the business class is far better than the business class which is Delhi to Colombo. Delhi to Colombo में आप believe नहीं करोगे, except the food, everything is just pathetic. They don't even have a television.
That's
जहाँ पे
because
आप कुछ देख सकते हैं.
that's because they're using old aircrafts because that's what they have at the moment. But recently, I was reading a mail from which I received from Air India, which says that almost 110 old aircrafts have been refurbished and been put back into service. Now, earlier when Air India was operating, they would have economy and business only. They never had premium economy. But these new aircrafts all have business, premium economy, and economy, and they've got new interiors. So you'll see the changes coming through. It's just a matter of time.
बट ये क्या थॉट प्रोसेस है? व्हाट इज द थॉट प्रोसेस ऑल अबाउट कि आप लखनऊ दिल्ली में बेटर प्लेन उड़ाओ और दिल्ली कोलंबो विच इज एन इंटरनेशनल सेक्टर आप एक खराब प्लेन उड़ाओ?
अब ये तो एयर इंडिया वाले बेहतर आंसर कर पाएंगे, मैं नहीं बता पाऊंगा. बट यस, आई थिंक यू हैव अ पॉइंट देयर. दे नीड टू लिसन टू यू एंड इम्प्रूव द सर्विसेज डेफिनेटली.
So is there a platform where we can write to them, or we go on a social platform and this?
I'm sure any company that operates in the hospitality sector has platforms where customer suggestions and they have a redressal mechanism for any customer complaints, and you can utilize that.
In fact, when I last 2-3 times when I booked the ticket through you for Delhi Dubai sector, Dubai Delhi Dubai, वो फ्लैट बेड बता के रिक्लाइनर लगा देते हैं in the end, which is again you know.
See, that becomes a technical issue because जिस टाइम टिकट बुक हो रही होती है उस टाइम तो दिखाता है कि ये बड़ा एयरक्राफ्ट है, दिस इज अ ड्रीमलाइनर, सो ड्रीमलाइनर्स हैव फ्लैट बेड्स. लास्ट मिनट किसी टेक्निकल रीजन से वो एयरक्राफ्ट उनके पास नहीं रहा या सर्विस के लिए चला गया, तो वो ऑल्टरनेटली कोई छोटा एयरक्राफ्ट लगा देते हैं बिकॉज वो प्लेन ही नहीं है उनके पास.
उस केस में जैसे कस्टमर ने बुकिंग की ये सोच के कि ड्रीम लाइनर है, he'll get a flat bed, he'll get he'll get the services he's wanting to have, और वो नहीं मिली तो it's very disheartening to you know.
I agree.
So can they file a complaint or something like that?
You can file a complaint, but the airline will not do much about it because उनके भी हाथ बंधे हुए हैं. वो कोशिश तो करते हैं कि पूरी तरह से आपको अच्छी एयरक्राफ्ट की सर्विस दें, बट अगर एयरक्राफ्ट नहीं अवेलेबल है तो वो भी क्या कर सकते हैं. या तो वो पूरी फ्लाइट ही कैंसिल कर देंगे, वो और इनकन्वीनियंट हो जाएगा लोगों के लिए, बिकॉज पीपल हैव टू ट्रैवल.
इंडिगो मेक्स प्रॉफिट, सब लॉस में रहती है, इंडिगो प्रॉफिट में रहती है, क्या रीज़न है?
देखिए, बजट कैरियर्स ऑपरेट विथ यू नो देयर कॉस्ट, दे हैव अ कॉस्ट कटिंग मॉडल. सो उनके अब आप प्लेन में चढ़ते हैं, इंडिगो डजंट गिव यू फैंसी सर्विसेज, दे ऑफर यू वेरी बेसिक सर्विसेज बिकॉज इट्स अ बजट कैरियर. सो फॉर बजट कैरियर्स व्हेन दे आर नॉट ऑफरिंग दीज हाई कॉस्ट सर्विसेज, for them it's easier to make money. And also, if you see Indigo today, they manage their route operations, timely schedules very well. Indigo में आप 2 किलो एक्सेस बैगेज ले जाइए तो उसके भी पैसे धरवा लेते हैं. So that's also a source of revenue. You know, I mean they operate almost 13 to 1400 flights I think per day. और उसमें एक प्लेन में कम से कम 150 पैसेंजर्स तो मिनिमम होते ही हैं. अगर 2 किलो अगर एक्सेस बैगेज 100 पैसेंजर्स से भी लिया जा रहा है तो कंसिडर द अमाउंट ऑफ रेवेन्यू दे मेक, एंड दैट इज व्हाई दे डोंट ऑफर यू दीज फ्री सर्विसेज, एंड दैट्स व्हाई दे मेक अ लॉट ऑफ मनी.
A friend of mine from Indigo and at a senior position, मैंने उससे एक बार ये पूछा था, कह रहा था बहुत बड़ा रीज़न है वी डोंट सर्व हॉट फूड. जब हम हॉट फूड नहीं सर्व करते तो वी सेव ऑन 3 ट्रॉलीज एंड ट्रॉली इज 20 kgs. कहता 60 kgs का वेट कम हो जाता है.
बिल्कुल.
तो फ्यूल एफिशिएंसी पे फर्क पड़ता है.
प्लस
एबल टू ऑपरेट मोर एयरलाइंस.
Also, they don't have hot ovens which they are operating, the power consumption. There are so many other factors that they can save on costs.
And on time boarding से जल्दी उड़ा दिया, पहुंचा दिया.
You see, an aircraft when it starts operations in the morning till the night, it has a rotation. If the flight is operating on time, it does the entire rotation. बट अगर वो 2-3 घंटे भी लेट हो गई तो उसका एक रोटेशन सेक्टर कैंसिल करना पड़ेगा एयरलाइन को, या फिर दे विल हैव टू शिफ्ट इट टू सम अदर एयरलाइन. अगेन दैट्स अ कॉस्ट for them. So the on-time operations make a lot of sense for the airline to be on it.
And they cater to every city. I think all
I mean today
tier 2 cities.
Yeah,
right?
today in India, Indigo has the best connections. I mean, most business people that you talk to who travel a lot choose Indigo because of the connections and the timings. You know.
So in fact, we are blessed to have Indigo here as well, because Lucknow se they fly to Amritsar, Chandigarh, Calcutta,
Yes,
Patna,
absolutely.
Bangalore.
Absolutely.
Many cities.
Yeah.
जो एयरलाइन प्रोग्राम्स हैं ये बार बार चेंज होते रहते हैं. सो हाउ डू यू कोप अप, और हाउ डज योर टीम कोप अप विद द डिफिकल्ट?
See, we basically create strategies for our customers. All right. Now, when we are working on a strategy for, let's say, a customer like you, we need to be abreast with the latest development on the programs, and programs are ever evolving. So we keep doing a lot of research on a daily basis. Each time there is a change in a frequent flyer program, we get information from the airline. We research it and we put it to good use for our clients. For example, every 3-4 years Singapore Airlines क्या करता है अपने redemption rates change कर देता है. So अभी जैसे let's say you were traveling from Delhi to Singapore, they would charge about 40,000 miles for a one-way business class ticket. Now they are charging almost 45,000 miles. Similarly, there are a lot of changes that happen. Airlines come out with some benefits which we come to know. We inform our customers. That's part of the strategy that we work on.
For our viewers, listeners, could you once again tell them the name of the card they should go for, which is the best card probably from the top 5 banks, HDFC, ICICI, Axis?
So HDFC has 2 very good cards at the moment, which one is the Infinia card, which is their top tier card, and then they have the Diners Biz Black. From Axis Bank has a card called the Magnus Burgundy and the Burgundy card. Then they have a card which is called the Axis Horizon card, which used to be the erstwhile Citibank Premium Miles card. And ICICI Bank has the Emerald, which is a great card. So these are some of the good cards to have, and Amex of course also has a lot of good cards in the country which people can use.
So I have this Infinia credit card from HDFC. उसमें एक वो रहता है उनका redemption का SmartBuy,
जी,
which is not very good, but their point system as per you is the best.
So when I speak about point system and redemptions, I am talking from what we do, how we redeem the points for our customers. So SmartBuy is a great platform because कई दफ़ा क्या होता है कि you don't get point tickets because seats are few and they've already been taken. At that time, if you are still hell-bent on traveling because the need of travel is there, then SmartBuy is a great platform to redeem points through, because even then you save money, not as much as you would have saved by using your points through the programs of airlines. But still it's good. I would still say it is better than a lot penny cards today.
This year in June, with my family, I flew to Frankfurt, and we booked all 4 tickets on premium economy, Delhi to Frankfurt. और जब मैं एयरपोर्ट पे गया, when I was checking in, so I asked them if their seats available, and they said yes, and they upgraded us at 50% of the cost that was initially being told to us by our travel agent. इसके पीछे क्या रीज़न है?
देखिए, होता क्या है कि बहुत सारी एयरलाइंस क्या करती हैं कि उनके फेयर्स लिस्टेड होते हैं जो ट्रैवल एजेंट्स या आप ऑनलाइन उनके पोर्टल पर जाएंगे वो एक्सेस कर लेंगे. कई दफ़ा लास्ट मिनट सीट्स वेकेंट रह जाती हैं, और फॉर एयरलाइन टू फ्लाई एन एयरक्राफ्ट विद वेकेंट सीट्स इज लॉस ऑफ रेवेन्यू. सो वो क्या करते हैं कि वो लुक्रेटिव रेट्स पे आपको अपग्रेड ऑप्शंस ऑफर कर देते हैं एट द एयरपोर्ट, एंड देयर पैसेंजर्स आर आल्सो एबल टू बेनिफिट. बट दीज डील्स द ट्रैवल एजेंट्स विल नॉट बी एबल टू गिव इट टू यू, बिकॉज दीज एयरलाइंस ऑफर, एंड दैट टू एट द लास्ट मिनट.
उसमें भी वो नेगोशिएट हो रहा था.
वो होता है बिकॉज उनके पास एक लीवरेज लेके चलते हैं कि जितना मैक्सिमम सी देयर पर्सनल विल ट्राई एंड एक्सट्रैक्ट द मैक्सिमम रेवेन्यू दैट दे कैन फॉर दैट सीट.
Is it just happening in India or abroad as well?
तो यूजली नेगोशिएशन तो नहीं होता है, बिकॉज दे व्हाट दे डू इज दे फिक्स अ प्राइस फॉर दोज अपग्रेड्स. तो आई एम सरप्राइज अगर नेगोशिएशन कर रहे हैं. मोस्ट एयरलाइंस डोंट नेगोशिएट, दे विल हैव अ फिक्स प्राइस एंड यू हैव टू पे दैट मच. कई दफ़ा माइलेज पॉइंट्स के थ्रू भी अपग्रेड्स हो जाते हैं लास्ट मिनट, वो भी एयरलाइंस दे देती हैं. अगर आप कैश में नहीं पे करना चाहते हो तो वो पॉइंट से भी अपग्रेड कर देते हैं. सो दिस इज अ वेरी कॉमन प्रैक्टिस ऑल अक्रॉस द ग्लोब विद एयरलाइंस.
What type of customers benefit most from Happy Miles reward program, like business or solo travelers or family?
See, I would say that people who are frequent travelers benefit the most. For the simple reason is people who are traveling regularly are spending a lot of money. So for them, cost saving makes a lot of sense. Also, because they are regularly traveling, they want to travel more in comfort. See, a solo traveler or a family traveler will not mind taking economy. But a frequent traveler or a business traveler will like to go business class because you're going for a short duration for a trip. For you, time matters. And the more comfortable you go, the more fresh you are to arrive at your destination and do your business, So it's mostly frequent travelers that we think can benefit greatly from our services.
And your reward program, Happy Miles reward program, is it best suited for Flying domestic or international?
I would say international.
International. Domestic में आपका क्या रेशियो रहता है? In case
डोमेस्टिक में हम बहुत ज़्यादा इंकरेज नहीं करते हैं बिकॉज पॉइंट टिकट्स का वी ओनली इंकरेज पीपल टू डू पॉइंट टिकट्स ओनली व्हेन द फेयर्स आर वेरी हाई. Usually, if the fares are low, then we tell customers to buy tickets because then the point values are very low.
Access had this card called Access Vistara, where if you get the card, the credit card, and you automatically get Vistara membership, I think gold membership. Has that been converted into Air India or no?
No. So what Access used to do is Access used to run an Access Vistara card with 3 different tiers. So they had the Infinite card where they would give you a gold membership. They would charge your annual fee on that card, which is around 10,000 rupees plus GST. Then they had lower category cards where the middle segment card would give you a silver membership of Vistara and bronze membership for the card, which was the lowest. When the merger took place, these cards were not transferred to Air India. The cards that were valid were still working, but now once the validity period of those cards gets over, I think the airlines will shut these cards down. Or if they're able to re-establish the business model, same business model with Air India, then Air India will continue.
Okay. Would you like to share a story जहाँ पे किसी का travel experience आपके customer का completely change हो गया हो, perception change हो गया हो?
I have many such stories to talk about actually, but 2 stories that I really come to my mind is I had a client who was traveling on an Emirates flight from Delhi to Dubai and Dubai to San Francisco, and the Dubai-San Francisco flight was a 15-hour flight. He was booked on a business class ticket, which we upgraded to first class, and it was a great experience where the customer was being served rosé champagnes, caviars, and this is the first time, though he was a business class traveler, he had been traveling business class all the time. This was his first class experience, and I think it was a mind-boggling experience he had, and we were very happy to give him that experience. You know, the cost, had he bought that ticket for an upgrade, he would have paid 5-6 lakh rupees, and we did that for a fraction of the price. This was one experience that I like to talk about. The other experiences, I have a client in Lucknow who's a very big socialite, and he was traveling to Australia and New Zealand several years ago, and he had never traveled business class because of the exorbitant price of the ticket, and we did point tickets for their entire family. They went on Singapore Airlines, which has one of the finest business class in the sky. And now when they came back, they have categorically told me, Suresh, whenever we travel, we want to travel only business class. So that's a kind of, upgrade we've allowed our customers to experience and enjoy the benefits.
For my viewers who would like to become a client, rather a happy client of Happy Miles, there's a number which is being displayed on the screen. You can get in touch on the given number. Business class travel is not just for comfort. So what is the additional benefit a luxury traveler gets? What is the feather on the cap?
So I think it's all about the complete experience that the airline gives you. You see, some of these good airlines today are offering you chauffeur driver pickup to take you to the airport. When you check in, they have first class lounges, business class lounges that they'll give you. The check-in experience is completely different. The lounges are so elaborate, the kind of food menus and the drink menus that they offer. You can even take a shower. There are lounges which give you massages also now. Even then it's all about the experience of being in the sky. And then when you land also, your baggage comes in quickly. You're again given a chauffeur-driven car to drop you to your destination. So this whole process itself elevates your experience. It's not about spending those 8-10 hours just in the air. It's the moment you start to the moment you end is a completely different experience. And it's about the elevation of the experience and the elevation of your ego, traveling business class.
Emirates and Etihad, if you fly business class, I think, they also give you stay in Dubai or Abu Dhabi in a 5-star property.
Yeah, a lot of airlines have this program where they give you, this is just to encourage tourism, where if you're taking a stopover for 1 or 2 days, so they give you free stays as part of the package that you buy in the ticket with them. So Emirates offers that, Etihad does that, even Turkish Airline offers that. Also, there are certain airlines where even if you're doing point tickets, by paying some extra miles, you can take a free stopover in the country that you're transiting through without having to spend any additional value, So these are great opportunities that the airlines offer.
So my wife Sukham, every time we travel, we used to, before we started booking through you, used to travel in June. So हम लोग January end या Feb में she used to, I know there's a hack behind it or whatever, she used to book those business class tickets to either from Dubai, Delhi, Dubai onwards, or Delhi, Abu Dhabi onwards, or Delhi to Rome and then onwards, or Delhi, Paris and then onwards. So is there a time, January end or February, where you get cheap tickets? Because people would not believe I have flown business class from Delhi to New York, 75,000 rupees in 2017.
I'm sure you must
Return.
have. Yeah, yeah.
And nobody believes me.
So see
This
what
was Egypt Air.
Okay. So see, a lot of airlines, what they do is when they, when they start the ticketing on a particular aircraft, the tickets start selling almost a year, almost 365 or 362 days prior to departure of the flights. And airlines, what they do is very smartly they play around with the prices, where in between they come up with their schemes where they offer a certain number of tickets at very, very low prices for people to encourage and experience people who can't afford, or people who would not spend the kind of full price on a ticket, So there are, the earlier you book, the better deals you get, definitely, on revenue fares. The same story applies to point tickets also. The earlier you do your redemption tickets, because with redemption tickets, seats are always limited. So on a particular aircraft, one airline will give you only 2 seats in business class, one will give you 6, one will give you only 10. So the moment people will pick up those seats, you will not be able to get more seats. So it's always better to plan ahead and get the advantage of being the first come first serve customer.
Could it be a glitch as well?
No, it's not a glitch. No. Airlines do this very often.
Yes, मुझे याद है जब मैं जून में टिकट्स कर रहा था, तो I got the premium economy fare for 69,000, and you told me it's better to buy that 69,000 fare rather than booking on a a reward program. तो हमने फिर वही किया. तो is it like the season and off season kind of?
It is peak season में fares बहुत high होते हैं. जैसे अभी peak season चल रहा है, तो the fares, business class fares are touching the skies. But a lot of times, I remember in 2018 I was traveling to Paris and I flew on Oman Air business class from Lucknow, and I bought business class return tickets for 60,000 rupees only. So that was a deal, because at that time Oman Air was celebrating its 5th year anniversary, and they came out with this offer for 5 days, and luckily we spotted that offer and we booked it. So sometimes a lot of airlines come up with a lot of these promotions. It's just that you need to be watchful to be able to get those deals,
Is it that time around end of Jan or the first week of Feb, second week of Feb?
No, it's not that. This thing keeps happening all through the year. The airlines keep coming up with these promotions all through the year. Because you see, travel is not seasonal anymore. अब तो पूरे साल भर लोग ट्रैवल करते रहते हैं. पहले तो होता था कि जैसे आप गोवा में देखते थे, गोवा में मानसून में लोग नहीं जाते थे. अब तो गोवा में मानसून में भी लोग भरे पड़े रहते हैं. तो ट्रैवल इज बिकम नॉन सीजनल थिंग. Anybody who has time, any time of the year wants to just get out for a few days.
Goa, coming to Goa, now that you've spoken about it, पीछे गोवा का टूरिज्म बहुत गिर गया था, और अभी भी it is still not in a very good condition or position, beg your pardon. पीछे लखनऊ गोवा का फेयर आ रहा था 46,000 रिटर्न, एंड लखनऊ टू बैंकॉक was 28,000 रिटर्न. इसके पीछे क्या कारण है?
इसके पीछे तो वजह ये है कि डिमांड एंड सप्लाई इक्वेशन रहता है. मोर पीपल वर ट्रैवलिंग टू गोवा बिकॉज थाईलैंड का तो नाम बदनाम था, तो लोग थाईलैंड जाना नहीं चाहते हैं, जबकि थाईलैंड आई फील इज़ अ ग्रेट प्लेस फॉर हॉलीडे फॉर एनीबडी, बी इट सिंगल्स और बी इट विद फैमिली ऑल्सो. बट इट्स क्वेश्चन ऑफ डिमांड एंड सप्लाई, बिकॉज एक ही फ्लाइट थी लखनऊ और गोवा के बीच, और पब्लिक खूब जा रही थी, तो प्राइसेस बढ़े हुए थे. वो तो हमेशा आए रहेंगे. गोवा का टूरिज्म इसलिए भी गिरा था कि गोवा में एक तो देयर इज अ ह्यूज ट्रांसपोर्टेशन यूनियन, टैक्सीज आर हाई, होटल्स हैव बिकम एक्सपेंसिव नाउ. अब आप देखिए, मोर पीपल टुडे गो टूवर्ड्स वियतनाम और टूवर्ड्स थाईलैंड फॉर हॉलीडे बिकॉज दे आर मच चीपर एंड द क्वालिटी ऑफ फूड एंड सर्विसेज आर मच बेटर देन वी हैव हियर इन इंडिया. So
and they don't have Uber and Ola in Goa.
Because there's a taxi union.
Like no Starbucks or Pizza Hut in Italy. What is your vision for the next 5 years? Do you plan to give offer franchisees in different cities, or will you disclose the trick?
So it's not a question about the trick. It's a question about making luxury travel affordable for our customers. And abhi tak to we've been concentrating on the Indian market, but now we are planning to go global. We have a lot of client inquiries coming in from the Middle East. We have a lot of customers now in Dubai. We have customers in the US. We are onboarding a lot of customers in the UK. So we feel that it'll be nice to cater to a lot of international clients, and that's where we are looking at more business and growing our business from.
So customers from UAE or US, आप उन्हीं के credit card के points use करते हैं?
उन्हीं
How
के-
do you know the program, the reward system of their banking credit cards, or how does it?
We know the reward program systems in their countries also. We keep researching because, like I said, it's a very dynamic process. Reward programs are changing, evolving every day. So we try and understand what is going on in their markets also, and then we provide them inputs accordingly, and we give them point tickets based on their needs there.
So do you plan to set up an office in Dubai or somewhere in New York?
No, why not? We're looking at the possibility. Yes.
Here we'll start with the rapid fire round now.
Okay.
Travel solo or family and friends?
Family and friends.
HDFC Infinia or Access Magnus?
Magnus.
American Express or Diners?
Diners.
Home food or airline food?
Home food. Absolutely.
Air India or Emirates 5 years down the line?
Air India, I would say.
Dubai lifestyle or Lucknow lifestyle?
Well, both have different, environments completely. So I would say both are good. I would not choose one.
Emirates Premium Economy or Air India Business Class at the moment?
Air India Business Class.
So you won the rapid fire round and congratulations.
Thank you so much.
So that's a wrap for this exciting episode. Thank you, Bhaiya, for joining us.
Thank you for having me over. Appreciate it.
Please make sure to like, share, subscribe and hit the bell icon so that you don't miss any episode of the Indie Talk Show.